Hey guys, welcome back to War Thunder and welcome to a video about the Gripen. Basically, it doesn't matter which Gripen you fly this update, they're basically both identical, and Gaijin basically stated that both have HMD, the same power, the same everything, same missiles, same everything. So yeah, if you want to go for the Swedish one, go for the Swedish one. If you want to go for the British one, go for the British one. It depends on you. It depends on, well, whatever it is that you're trying to do or which tanks you have on your tech trees. So basically here I'm going to leave like an entire match at the beginning for you guys to see. And in this match I secure 7 kills, which is pretty amazing. Because this plane got overshadowed a lot by the new other additions like the Su-27, like the F-15, and well, I think that's it. The Mirage 4000 is dead to a lot of people, even though that it's a pretty good jet. But a lot of people were expecting the Gripen. They didn't just expect it to roll out in a bundle like this with every single thing together. And this puts it at a little disadvantage, to be fairly honest, because it kind of feels like it's DOA, if you know what I mean, but it's not really DOA. The plane can actually fight, and that's because of one thing, and you've been hearing it all throughout the video. The countermeasures that you have. You get access to 720 countermeasures, which is insane for the, well, this little thing, which allows you just to go into a furball, go into a dogfight, use your AIM-9Ms, and just secure kills like that, without having to worry about your back, without having to worry about an IR missile hitting you from whatever. You're just safe. It's like a little cocoon, you know? And you just fly around and do your thing. Now, when it comes to the armaments of this aircraft, the armaments are pretty limited for ARB. I know that the Gripen E gets access to a ton more missiles like the Derby, the IRST, the MRAM, of course, but with this particular Viggen that we have AIM-9Ms and we have AIM-7s, well, AIM-7 E2s basically. They're like the dogfighting version of the AIM-7. And it doesn't even BVR. It's like a radar missile that you use at close range, and at that point, your AIM-9s are just way better since they have smokeless motors, and basically you can kill just about everybody with them, especially if you come from behind them. Now, another beautiful advantage about the Gripen is it has the frontal canard and it moves, and that will give you a ton of AOA. Couple that with the lightweight design of the aircraft and the great engine that it gets, and you have an orchestrated machine of death, a little gremlin, a little demon that just will ruin your day and can even dogfight too. So you have that. When it comes to the dogfighting capabilities of the Gripen itself, it's absolutely amazing. And one of the things that I noticed is you really need a crew, like a good crew on this. When it comes to my air crew, I have almost everything spaded, not spaded, but almost everything to maximum, and the plane didn't feel quite right. I kept locking up most of the time, and basically I had to get an expert crew. To be fairly honest, 1.1 million SL on that is, I think it's a little bit too much, but it's worth it for the plane, since I kid you not when I say that you make a little turn and that's it. Like, your pilot locks up, he's out cold, you cannot do anything. But at the same time, at least those countermeasures, if you put them on periodic, they're going to help you out a ton. Now, another disappointment that I got from the Gripen, which is the ammo count. On the dev server, the ammo count was close to 500, I think. On the live server, it's just 120 rounds, which is kind of disappointing because I was preparing to attack this F-16 for my 8th kill. I didn't have any missiles or anything, only 11 rounds. I wanted to get behind him and basically do a good burst, kill him one time. And I couldn't do that since, well, I have 11 rounds, and that's basically the only thing that I have. When it comes to the best way of playing the Gripen, it's really easy. You have your aim 9s, they're going to be fantastic, like I said, in killing people, especially if you get them like that, like you've seen right now. Short range, quick, they don't have time to react. It won't work most of the times, it will work on the beginners that are playing this game, but the seasoned players that know top tier well enough, yeah, it won't work on them. They have a pretty good range and you want to stay low. The HMD will help you out a ton, but remember, like you're seeing in the video, I'm slinging my missiles like I'm slinging R-73s. And yeah, that's the thing for me. Like R-73s spoiled me a little bit too much, I think. But they still do work, they still do pull, and they are absolutely amazing. Just stay on the ground, launch your flares, like keep them on periodic. Whenever you see the enemy, don't be afraid, just keep those flares on periodic and keep on the move. If you keep on the move, nothing will happen to you, since R-73s and AIM-9Ms can sometimes like go through your flares at well, really close ranges and you cannot do anything about it. So one of the main things is just keep that plane turning, even incrementally, and you'll have yourself a really good time. Now, I haven't tried this in ground RB, but I feel like the experience will be typical. You're just going to basically ruin everybody's day and kill a lot of pansiers. Like, I can already know from this aircraft because it reminds me of the F-16 in a sense. And basically, everybody knows that the F-16C is the king of ground battles. Another thing that you don't really want to do is stay at high altitude with this plane. When you stay at high altitude with this plane, you're going to encounter a lot of ERs, and those chaffs are not going to help you out a ton, since the ER, well, let's face it, it is kind of broken compared to the AIM-7 or, well, any kit that the Gripen has. Since you cannot BVR, like I said, stay low, enjoy your day at low altitude, and basically that's about it. You want to stay in the furball and near your team, because actually as a Gripen you can provide so much support for your team that it's absolutely insane. By just you constantly popping out flares, popping flares, you're actually increasing the chance of your team not being hit by a random missile, which is absolutely amazing, since this aircraft can be utilized on the offensive and the defensive role and the support role at the same time, like 3 roles combined, which is pretty amazing in terms of the utility of this aircraft, and it really shows how insanely successful this aircraft can be in ARB, especially in the future. But with that said, thank you guys for watching. This is the end of the video, and I'll see you on the next one.